Let's be honest, when one thinks about Transformers, epic battles, the gravitas of Optimus Prime, and Megatron's endless scheming to conquer the world are the first things that spring to mind. However, Vector Sigma is one unsung hero that rarely gets the credit. Well, this supercomputer doesn't churn on Excel sheets for the Autobots if you're wondering. Instead, it shaped the destiny of Cybertron. No biggie, right? Picture a mix of oracles and that one overarching friend who somehow knows everything. Vector Sigma is ancient, shrouded in mystery, and has been at the heart of Cybertron's most significant events. It's been secretly controlling the Transformers franchise for far longer than most would like to admit. From making the original Transformers to giving them personality, it's done it all. We've seen hats do that, so why not let a computer, right? So why is this supercomputer so important? How did it transform from the ultimate creator to the silent force that shaped Cybertron's fate? In this video, we're about to explore how one ancient machine transformed into the puppet master of the Autobots and the Decepticons. Let's unravel the mystery one byte at a time. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
Alpha-Trion, I am now one with Vector Sigma.
What is Vector Sigma? Vector Sigma is an ancient supercomputer, basically Cybertron's brain, with godlike powers and is intricately connected to Cybertron's core. Oh, and a legacy linked to the origins of the Transformers. This gadget, it's the key to the afterlife for the Transformers. It serves as a bridge between the Transformers and their deity, Primus. Brimming with untold wisdom and the power to bring new Transformers to life, Vector Sigma is the lifeblood of Cybertron, keeping the planet operational while Primus lies dormant within its core. And not just that, it frequently executes Primus' will, guiding the fate of Cybertron. Throughout the multiverse, Vector Sigma takes on various forms, the most common of which is a radiant, faceted sphere. Alpha-Trion, the wise sage of the Autobots, is often the one who takes care of it. Vector Sigma has no allegiance in the Transformers war, and even with its connections to the Divine, Vector Sigma remains neutral. Whoever holds its activation key controls the device, an extraordinary device capable of turning organic matter into metal. After several millennia, during the time of the Maximals and Predacons, Vector Sigma undergoes a significant evolution. In alternate realities, it completely sheds its physical form, transforming into the ethereal Oracle. Now, it's not something you can simply plug and play anymore. A receptive spark is the key to harnessing its tremendous power, adding to its mystery and exclusivity.
Vector Sigma? That's Vector Sigma? That's it.
Role of Vector Sigma across Transformers continuities. Generation 1 continuity, Transformers cartoon. Vector Sigma, commonly referred to as the megacomputer responsible for the creation of every Transformer, resided in the concealed circular chamber deep within Cybertron. While its origins are still unknown, its activation exposed a terrifying reality. It had existed before Cybertron. Although there are no direct connections between Vector Sigma and the Quintessons, the alien race, it's thought to have engineered the Transformers. And quite frankly, it's difficult to overlook the possibility that they utilized Vector Sigma to program their robots. In 1985, Megatron came up with one of the many schemes to annihilate the Autobots. He created the Stunticons, a group of car-based Transformers, and transported them to Cybertron with the intention of having Vector Sigma breathe life into them. To accomplish this, he required the computer's activation key, which he stole from Alpha-Trion. His plan succeeded, and the Stunticons came to life. In response, Optimus Prime constructed the Aerial Bots. However, since Megatron was holding onto the key, the Autobots were unable to reactivate Vector Sigma. Alpha-Trion, being one of Vector Sigma's earliest creations, shared computing matrices. In a heroic act, he gave his life so that Vector Sigma may use his energy to aid the Autobots. This sacrifice gave Optimus Prime the opportunity to bring the Aerial Bots to life. Meanwhile, Megatron discovered that the key had another power, the ability to emit an energy beam that could turn organic stuff into cold, lifeless metal. Megatron wanted to use it to transform Earth into a new Cybertron. But the Aerial Bots foiled his plot and ultimately destroyed the key. Years later, in 2006, Optimus Prime drained the energy of the Matrix of Leadership to cure the hate plague. Haunted by nightmares of an impending catastrophe, Prime sought answers from Vector Sigma. Using the now empty Matrix, he reactivated the megacomputer and contacted Alpha-Trion's soul, which remained within it. Alpha-Trion revealed that the ongoing struggle over the plasma energy chamber was not mere coincidence. Instead, it was a calculated move by Vector Sigma to usher in a new golden age for Cybertron. This plan came to fruition when the chamber's energies caused Earth's sun to go supernova. Fortunately, Spike Witwicky managed to channel the excess solar energy into Vector Sigma, re-energizing the entire planet. Beast Wars continuity, Beast Machines cartoon. 3 centuries after the Great War between Autobots and Decepticons came to an end, Vector Sigma went through an extraordinary transformation. It transformed completely, becoming the Oracle, a huge luminous sphere of pure light. By that point, it was simply known as the ancient computer that predated the Cybertronian race itself. That is, until Optimus Primal and the rest of the Maximals discovered it while escaping from Megatron, who had seized control of all of Cybertron. When Megatron unleashed a devastating transformation virus to take control of the planet, the Oracle intervened, reformatting the Maximals to techno-organic forms capable of withstanding the virus. This change forged a spiritual bond for Primal and the Allspark, the source of all Transformer life that the Oracle was connected to. Believing wholeheartedly that the Allspark desired Cybertron to return to its original organic form, Primal chased this vision, but he failed to grasp the Oracle's true intent, which was to unite the natural with the artificial, the organic and the technological. In the midst of it all, Megatron's cunning general, Tankor, discovered that the Oracle and Vector Sigma were one and the same. He used this information to get access to Vector Sigma, and using it, recreated the fatal key to Vector Sigma. Arming his tank drones with this weapon, Tankor plotted to trick Megatron into releasing the key on a grand scale, eradicating all organic life on Cybertron. But Megatron was too crafty, and outsmarted him, taking command of the drones for his own purposes. Tankor, in his last-ditch effort to reclaim victory, once again reached out to the Oracle, this time to give Optimus Primal a false vision. The vision guided Primal to the plasma energy chamber. After Megatron activated the key's power, Optimus retaliated by unleashing the plasma energy chamber, and the two powers collided and canceled each other out. Primal was killed in the energy backlash, and after he traveled to the Allspark, he had to decide whether to embrace the afterlife or make the journey back. After Primal understood the Oracle's true intention, Primal made the decision to return to reality. He returned through the Oracle, which then vanished without a trace, only to make occasional appearances in the days that followed. Little did Primal know, the Oracle had merged with his own being. Megatron, however, discovered this secret ahead of him. With a holographic projection of Optimus Prime to mislead Primal, Megatron stole some of the Oracle's power. This newfound power led him to an ambitious plan, merging all the sparks he had taken from Cybertron's population with his own, to gain complete control of the planet. Once again, Primal and his Maximals successfully thwarted Megatron's grand plans, keeping his ambitions and aspirations all reined in. With the final battle on the horizon, Primal eagerly sought one last meeting with Oracle. Primal already had the wisdom and strength to lead Cybertron toward its destiny, said the Oracle this time. Kind of a proud moment for Primal, I must say. The Oracle offered the Maximals greater skills to prepare them for the ultimate clash, empowered by the collective will of the sparks housed within the Matrix. But the Oracle's plans were far more sinister than anyone had thought. It meticulously crafted this entire chain of events. By dividing its power between Optimus Primal and Megatron, it guaranteed that neither could completely achieve their ambitions without the other, and put them in a position where they had to face each other on equal footing. In the end, Optimus Primal triumphed, but he sacrificed himself to activate the Oracle and drive Megatron into Cybertron's organic core. This reshaped the entire planet, turning Cybertron into a harmonious technological organic paradise, just like the Oracle had always envisioned from the very beginning.
Vector Sigma's down here?
Prime Continuity, Transformers Prime cartoon. The key to Vector Sigma emerged once again when Optimus Prime led Team Prime to Earth. The unthinkable happened. Optimus allied with Megatron to face the end-of-the-world danger posed by Unicron, as he started to awaken deep within the planet's core. Before he departed through a ground bridge to Earth's core, Optimus entrusted Jack Darby with the key, describing it as the key to the ground bridge power supply. To Jack's surprise, he soon discovered that this artifact held greater significance. It was in fact the key to Vector Sigma, an incredibly powerful multiversal supercomputer in Cybertron. While Optimus was victorious against Unicron, the victory came with a huge sacrifice. The Matrix of Leadership stripped him of his identity as a Prime, reverting him to his former self, Orion Pax. Expecting something like that to happen, Optimus had left the key to Jack as a backup plan. Therefore, in effect, Jack was now an honorary Prime and the only one who could restore his leader's memory. Team Prime planned to seize control of the Decepticon space bridge and send Jack to Cybertron. Therefore, he could enter Vector Sigma and acquire the Prime's knowledge. The ancient computer lay hidden beneath the Decepticon capital of Kaon, untouched during the Great War. With the key leading the way, Jack made his way into the heart of enemy territory. Upon reaching its destination, the key opened a portal that led directly to Vector Sigma's chamber. Jack tracked the signal and powered up the supercomputer, starting the download of the Matrix of Leadership's wisdom. But the mission was not without danger. A swarm of scraplets launched an attack, but Jack successfully completed the download and made his way back to Earth with all the data intact. Back on Earth, Jack transferred the Matrix contents back into Optimus Prime, thus bringing his memory back. After its mission was complete, the key found its way back to Optimus. while Vector Sigma vanished into the depths of Cybertron. 2005 IDW Continuity Comics. According to Cybertronian mythology, the gods waged a fierce battle against the god of death, leaving Primus, the bearer of light, severely injured. To survive, Primus fused with Cybertron, merging with the planet and transforming into Vector Sigma. An alternate version of the tale suggests that Primus designed Vector Sigma as a crypt, anticipating his eventual demise. Regardless of its origins, Vector Sigma played a pivotal role in the creation of the Transformers. In its early days, Cybertron emitted pulse waves that radiated across the planet and its moons, sparking life on Earth and forming hotspots from which additional sparks could emerge. However, after the first Cybertronian Civil War, these pulse waves became increasingly rare and eventually ceased altogether. To address the shortage, Nova Prime resorted to extracting sparks from the leadership matrix to sustain the Cybertronian population. Beyond its role in giving life, Vector Sigma was Cybertron's primary energon source. Many believed it had the power to sustain the planet indefinitely. However, not everyone shared this optimism. Shockwave, observing Vector Sigma's struggles to support the sprawling metropolis of Cybertron, warned that the computer would eventually run out of power. His fears came to pass when Cybertron faced a catastrophic energon shortage. The planet was ultimately rendered lifeless and uninhabitable. Alpha Trion later revealed that Vector Sigma had been essentially erased from the planet. Meanwhile, Galvatron, under the influence of the D-Void, through the Heart of Darkness, became convinced that destroying Cybertron was the only way to preserve the universe. In truth, his plan would have eradicated all life on Cybertron and the dead universe by merging them. Despite their best efforts, Optimus Prime and Rodimus could not stop Galvatron from feeding the Heart of Darkness into Vector Sigma. Initially hesitant, Optimus eventually unleashed the Matrix of Leadership from within Vector Sigma, halting the dead universe's assault. This act not only saved Cybertron and the universe, but also triggered the planet's rebirth, offering a fresh start for its inhabitants. However, the revival was short-lived, as the Iron Ring invaded Cybertron. Among its ranks was Merklin, a Prismosian sorcerer who, with the Talisman, constructed the new city of Prismos, hidden deep beneath Cybertron's surface. When the Talisman's energy began spreading uncontrollably, Wheeljack investigated and discovered that it was tunneling toward Vector Sigma, aiming to complete a terraforming process that would radically alter Cybertron. To counter this existential threat, Wheeljack developed an anti-Talisman bomb. Detonated near Vector Sigma, the bomb successfully protected the supercomputer from magical contamination, and relocated New Prismos to Cybertron's surface, averting further harm to the planet. Despite these efforts, Vector Sigma remained tainted by the Talisman's energy. In prison, Shockwave revealed that he had intended all along for Vector Sigma to poison and ultimately destroy Unicron. However, when the Chaos Bringer arrived on Cybertron, he proved nearly invincible. Unicron physically tore the planet in half, destroying Vector Sigma in the process. While Unicron emerged from the devastation unscathed, Cybertron was left in ruins, its future uncertain.
Find it.
Looks and abilities of Vector Sigma. Throughout the Transformers franchise, Vector Sigma has undergone remarkable design changes. Initially depicted as a massive, multifaceted orb resembling a sparkling gem or crystal, it was housed in a vast, spherical chamber deep beneath Cybertron's surface, surrounded by intricate machinery. Across its various forms, Vector Sigma has consistently been portrayed as a repository of knowledge and a source of life creation. As the Transformers saga evolved, so did Vector Sigma's portrayal. In some continuities, it transcended its physical form, becoming the Oracle, an ethereal sphere of light. This transformation symbolized its evolution from a life-giving supercomputer to a celestial, omnipotent connection between the Transformers and their creator god Primus. The shift from a tangible, faceted orb to an abstract ball of light reflects its functional progression and elevated significance in the Transformers universe. One of Vector Sigma's most impressive abilities is its ability to imbue lifeless Transformer bodies with sparks of life. Using a specific circuit key, it can generate new Transformers, ensuring the continuity of the Cybertronian race. Additionally, Vector Sigma often acts as an intermediary between Cybertron and Primus, executing the Creator God's will and shaping the destiny of Cybertron and its inhabitants. Renowned as a repository of immense knowledge and reason, Vector Sigma is frequently consulted for guidance and restoration of memories. It can also bestow omniscience, particularly when linked to the Matrix of Leadership. In some continuities, it even possesses the ability to create techno-organic entities, seamlessly merging organic and technological components. Its ability to communicate in any language enables it to interact effortlessly with sentient beings across linguistic barriers. Vector Sigma's influence extends across the multiverse, underscoring its importance as a life-giving force and pivotal entity in shaping the Transformers universe. Marvelous verdict. Beyond being the ultimate overachiever in the Transformers universe, Vector Sigma serves as a reminder that even a planet populated by advanced robots occasionally needs a guiding force, or in this case, quite a bit of guidance. Playing the roles of God, Counselor, and Mentor, all encapsulated in an ancient radiant orb, Vector Sigma is a force to be reckoned with. It's a constant reminder that everything we think we know about Cybertron, Vector Sigma likely had it in hand, and as we step back from this glowing orb of destiny, it's clear that Cybertron wouldn't be the same without its intervention. To be honest, we wouldn't have it any other way. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.